I'm Ryan Zalzlak, and you're watching ZG Outdoors.
You're watching ZG Outdoors.
Welcome to the first episode of ZG Outdoors, Fueling Your Obsession. We're heading out with my cousin Jessica this week in hopes to kill a nice Roosevelt bull. Stay tuned.
Now Jessica's no beginner when it comes to hunting. She's been hunting for several years now and killed a lot of big game animals. She's one heck of a shot and an experienced hunter in the woods, and hopefully today she'll be able to get it done on a nice Roosevelt bull in southwest Washington. Well, we hunted all morning trying to find an elk in this thinned out reprod that we like to hunt. In this pressured area, they always seem to be there, but they weren't this morning.
Ryan was out with his uncle. You guys killed a bull that day too, didn't you?
Yeah, we killed a nice 4x4. Unable to get it all on film, but we got a couple good pictures. So Kyle, Jessica, and John went to a piece of reprod that we usually go to, and we always see an elk out there, but for some reason this day they didn't see any.
So in that thinned out reprod, we were able to see a couple cows but no bulls. So we were heading over to another drainage that we like to hunt, and we were going to hike down to the bottom of the drainage. And on our way over there, just as luck has it, sometimes that's the way it works in Washington, there's an elk right off the side of the road, about 250, 350 yards down in this little valley. So we stopped and got out to look at it, and it was just a cow. And as we were looking, John saw there was another elk there, and it was a bull. So we jumped out of the truck and got Jessica all set up for a shot, and she did the rest of the work.
Oh, here's a bull.
A bull?
Yeah.
Where at? Where are you at?
Can you range find it, Kyle?
From the angle the bull was standing, it was really hard to tell if it was a branched bull or just a spike. As soon as we realized that the bull had more than 3 tines coming off his antlers, we told Jessica she was good to take a shot whenever she felt comfortable. 283.
283?
Yeah. Let me get him on camera real quick.
I can't tell if it's a branch bull or not. I see long tines.
Yeah.
If he turns his head, I can tell. There it is. It's a bull.
Alright. Alright, Jess, whenever you're ready. Miss. I think you hit him. He didn't move. Take another shot. Just below him. Just below him. Got him. He's down. You nailed him. You smoked him good. Need another shot. Put another shell in him if you can. You smoked him right in the shoulder. Yeah, you hit him. You hit him hard. Just below him again. But the one before the last one, you smoked him good. He's hit hard, but he's gonna take off pretty soon though.
After some high fives and some hugs, we looked back at the footage and saw that Jessica put a really good shot on this bull with her .325 short mag. We knew with the XP3 shells she was shooting, that bull would not be going far. So we drove around to the other side of the canyon to see if we could locate this bull, hopefully not far from where he was shot. That reprod getting down to that elk was extremely thick. Needless to say, it was no easy task getting down there. This footage right here is about the most open spot there was in the entire hike. It took us a while to travel that 600, 700 yards from the road. Me and my cousin Jessica waiting to get the word from my uncle if he found the bull. We're in some really thick, actually this is the only open spot on this whole hillside. Some really thick reprod, probably 15 to 20 years old. And my uncle's down searching for that elk. We've been looking at the footage, trying to figure out where he was at compared to where we were shooting. He still haven't found the bull yet. It sucks knowing that we hit an animal and weren't able to kill it right away. I'm pretty confident that he's dead, wherever he's at. We left a vest on the hillside over there as kind of a reference point for my uncle who's still over there. As you can see, we're a long ways away. I'm looking back at the footage, trying to figure out where the elk was at, and I'm gonna try to guide him to where the bull was standing at, and so hopefully we can figure out where he's at and then start to pack out. It's about almost 3 o'clock now, but stay tuned. We're on our way way back. Gonna go get this bull. Oh, I'm narrating on the camera. Oh yeah. Now watch your step, Jay.
Well, as you can see, I was pretty excited to get down and see that bull. After a few hours of searching and wandering and the stress of thinking that we hit an animal and weren't going to be able to find it, I sure was excited to get down there. Jessica was right behind me. I was carrying that pack that we left on the opposite hillside, and my pack, and Jessica had a pack, and we were trying to get down to my uncle so we could see that bull, and I was pretty excited. As you can see, we were pretty sweaty and all wet from the rain. It doesn't matter what kind of rain gear you have, it seems like you can never stay dry here in Washington. But we finally got down to that bull, and man, I sure was excited when we finally saw it.
Think so?
Got him, huh?
Yeah, just made a shot from over there. We thought it was, we ranged it at 283 yards, and we noticed that she kept shooting low and couldn't figure out what was going on, and then after we were all done, we figured out it was 383. We were off 100 yards, so, but she did a good shot. She just kept lifting up and raising her gun a little more and hit it right in the shoulder. One shot.
Yeah.
Oh, it stinks.
It does stink. I could smell it up there.
Yeah, as soon as I got to that clearing where you told me to be, I could smell it.
Is that velvet?
Mm-hmm.
Still got velvet on him,
He's
huh?
got hoof rot too.
Really?
Yeah. Get there and pick his head up, Jeff.
Oh, Jesus.
That's awesome.
Hold on.
I was up on the landing over there and my dad spotted a bull. He told me to grab my gun and run over there, so I got over there. He got my gun, helped me set my gun to where it was. Then I found it and I shot it and I missed a couple because we were off a couple yards, 100 yards, but I finally got him.
We're going to get this thing packed out. Hopefully before dark. We'll probably have to come back tomorrow, so we're going to get at it. Well, this is where the fun began, I guess. We loaded down our packs and started headed back for the truck. We had a lot of weight, so we had to watch every step and take it really slow. We were only able to travel about 30, 40, maybe 50 yards at a time before taking a break. But it was worth it, I guess. Oh, there we go. We've only went about 50 yards.
Not even.
Jay says not even 50 yards. But we got a bull down. I guess that's all that matters, right? Some people say elk hunting's a lot of work, and to be totally honest with you, it is. But I'll tell you what, that day that we spent packing out that bull was a memory I'll never forget. Getting to spend time with my cousin Jessica watching her harvest another elk and add another one to her list of big game animals was awesome. Being able to share it with my uncle and capture the whole thing on film was great too. It's a memory I'll never forget. Once the pack was done, it was a great story to tell. So the pack out was extremely tough. Through that thick reprod like that, when it's raining, and trying to get a whole bull on 3 people's back, that was one of the toughest ones I've ever done. But Jessica, she was a trooper and hung in there. I mean, she's an athlete. You know, she's strong and, you know, doesn't know how to give up. So she stayed with it, and we packed that bull out. Too bad you weren't there for that one, huh?
Yeah, I know. I think that would have been an awesome hunt to be on. You know, awesome to get to see the first kill all on film. But somehow I think that I lucked out not being there and not having to pack that animal out. Sounds like it was a pretty hard pack.
Yeah, it definitely was. That was the toughest one I've ever been on. So we'd like to thank you for watching the very first episode of ZG Outdoors. It's been a tough year for us. We went through a lot of camera problems, tough hunts, trying to get time to hunt. But we were able to get a couple kills on film, and hopefully we'll have another video out for you guys shortly. Next year we'll be back with better cameras, better hunts, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys a couple more kills.
Hope you're ready for an all-new season of Fueling Your Obsession in 2013.
Thank you for watching ZG Outdoors.